Tonight's live stream telecast is being produced by Jonny Nomad Media and Daytona Beach Live Stream Solutions. Let's give a warm Elevate Daytona Beach welcome to Sandy Brantley.
Hello, Daytona Beach. I'm Sandy Brantley, also known as the Duck Wrangler. I am a growth evangelist and author of the best-selling book, Get the Duck Out of My Pond. I have a question. Any of you have a teenager in your life? Maybe one coming up in the next few years? Yes. Good. Some of you. Tougher question. Any of you ever were a teenager? Yeah, me too. We have something in common. In fact, every single one of us have a responsibility to the next generation. I'm committed to helping them launch successfully into adulthood. Are you ready? Are you ready to wake the duck up? Yes. Let's get started. A single phone call changed my life. When I answered the phone, the voice on the line was crying and scared. It was a voice I recognized but had never heard before. It was my daughter. She had locked her room stall at school. She was terrified. I raced to the school, and when I got there, I learned that she had been cruelly tormented and bullied. As a mother, I was broken. I had seen every sign. I had watched her shut down. I had seen her come home every single day and go straight to her room and not come out till morning. I had seen every sign, and I'd still missed it. I did what every mother would do in the next few days. I curled up with her, I cried with her, and I hugged her. Everything that brought us to that point raced through my head again and again. But I knew that the answer to bullying did not lie with punishing the bully, empowering the bullied. I knew if I was going to help her succeed in the next few years, I had to focus on her development. Our answer? It came in the unexpected. We started a business together. Now, I'll be honest. I was just thinking I'd get her out of the house a little bit, maybe have some fun, meet some new people. But what happened was so much better. Within 6 months, we had a thriving young business. And within a year, I watched her stand on a national stage telling her story. See, I learned that I did not want to develop a little helper. I wanted to cultivate a thriving, successful, functioning young adult in just a few short years. And that wasn't going to be easy, but it was going to be worth it. See, I knew I had to come up with business skills, life skills, and even character, because I wanted to develop a whole person. So that's exactly what I did. I created what I call a growth plan, and I was able to teach her everything she needed to know. And I'm proud to tell you that it worked. She is a 2020 graduate from the University of Central Florida, where she was a leader on campus. She is as passionate as I am about helping our next generation, because we learned along the way that this struggle is bigger than just one family or one person. In fact, we are facing an epidemic of huge proportion, and I'm not talking about coronavirus. I'm talking about failure to launch syndrome. 1 in 5 of our young people are failing to make the transition from childhood to adulthood well. Why? The hard truth, you and I, we dropped the ball. Not because we don't care, and not because we don't want them to succeed, but because we've become a society that is so busy in the everyday, we've forgotten to parent with purpose. And in doing so, we've created what I call sitting ducks. But failure to launch affects everyone. It affects our communities, our cities, even businesses and corporations are feeling the sting of failure to launch. They've had to add as much as 18% to their operating budgets because they're having to rehire the same positions over and over as these young people are failing to meet the expectations of the job, often quitting in the first shift. You know, we have to wake the duck up. It's time. We have to wake up every single day with the intention of helping this next generation. You know, Ann Landers once said, "It is not what you do for your children, but what you teach them to do for themselves that will make them successful human beings. And she's right. We have to stop doing it for them. We have to help them want to do it for themselves. We need to foster our relationships with them. But most importantly, we have to teach them to reach for their dreams and continue moving forward even in the face of failure. We only have 2,555 days in their teen years to make an impact. We have to make every one of them count. We cannot afford to lose this generation. Forrest Whitcraft once said, 100 years from now, it will not matter what kind of car I drove, what kind of house I lived in, or how much money I had in the bank, but the world made a better place because I made the difference in the life of a child. That's my challenge. Won't you join me? Wake up every single day with the intention of helping this next generation. Follow it with actions, and together we will make that difference. Thank you.